Alright guys, fishing with the Ned rig. I know he didn't set this up perfect. I know it's a little squished, but I'm just going to toss it out there. And if I get snagged, I actually plan on working with some tubes today instead. It's pretty windy out right now. I'm kind of blocked by the wind over here though. I'm going to try to get a little bit closer. Better. Yeah. Better. Box and boulders over here. How you doing? Fishing on the river, Schuylkill River for some smallmouth bass right now and walleye. Show you guys what I got going. I got a nice net rig right here. Pretty windy out right now, so going a little heavier on my lures so I can get a nice cast. Beats in my hair looks nuts right now. It's not maintaining from the wind at all. And I'm here in Philly, close to the art museum. I live in Fishtown, so it was like a 10-minute drive. I got done work at like 3:30. And since the sun goes down at like 5 now, I gotta try to get somewhere close just to squeeze in like a short fishing trip. I'm hoping to catch smallmouth bass or a walleye maybe, if I get lucky. I still haven't gotten my first walleye, but a lot of people catch walleye around here. So I would really love to get one of those today. I'm kind of in a mood to get closer to this bridge over here. Might. Did I lose it? I think I did. I think I lost it. Yep. Sorry, I'm in a big tie. I didn't really plan on using this board for long anyway. Just set you guys up over here. Yeah, I would love to get a walleye. I'm thinking about trying one of these out. Oh wait, it's not in here. It's thinking about trying these out. I just grabbed some of these from Walmart a few days ago. I'm 28. Well, I'll be 29 in like a month, but I've never even worked with these before, but I hear great things about these. It smells like salt too. I hear the salt helps on being a little more flimsy. Don't really have any solid. I need to get some quarter ounce jig heads for these. That's what it seems like everyone uses, is like a quarter ounce jig head, but I might just do it with no weight. See how it goes. I got this too. Kind of like this a lot too. I don't know. Debating. Because I really want to try this, but I feel like with this wind, I'm just going to try it. If I get snagged, get snagged. Actually did a pretty good job. I'm usually not that good at rigging these. It's not bad. Especially this one, it seems, these seem really weirdly, like, dense. Or not, the opposite of dense. They seem weirdly filled, like there's a lot of voids in these. I don't know if they're all like that. Like I said, this is the first time I'm trying these, lures out. But, let's see. Don't know how that happened. My favorite color, green. I'm not sure if you mean for lures or just in general, but for both, it's green. Try this again. I don't know what happened right there. Two. There you go. So this is what my little lure looks like. Yeah. I would say the color definitely pulled me in. It's really, everyone that I see, all the pros and the friends that I have that have been fishing for a long time, like it seems like this pumpkin, I think they call it pumpkin seed. It's like the most commonly used color. So I'm gonna get closer to this bridge over here. A lot of times, there's smallmouth bass that I've caught by this wall. So I feel like there's a huge potential I might get snagged, but I'm just gonna take the risk and whatever happens, happens. I'm trying to feel this mud out. I've heard the blood knot. Isn't the blood knot just another name for the clinch knot, or is that a whole nother knot? For now, for braid, usually what I do is the uni knot, or I mean, I try to do the Palomar knot as often as possible, but a lot of times I do the uni knot for braid. I've noticed the clinch knot like fails a lot. Pumpkin seed green is great for bass. Yeah, that's like kind of what this is. It's a bit different, the blood knot, yeah. And that's definitely like a huge, really popular knot. I'm one of those weirdos where I kind of find something that works with me, and then a lot of times I'll just leave it and I don't really venture out. I need to learn a different line-to-line knot. The line-to-line knot that I usually use is the uni to uni knot, but the over wrapping sometimes it's so thick it like catches the eye. So I tried doing the snakehead knot, but I don't know why I keep messing that one up. So I just kind of keep resorting back to the uni knot. Swivels, yeah. I do use swivels, but I've heard for like spinners and stuff that the swivels can affect the action of the lure. So I've kind of walked away from them a little bit. I still use swivels a lot, but especially for bait fishing because I pre-make my own rigs, and I use the swivels for those. This wind is bad. It's bad. And what's crazy is, as bad as it was worse the last few days. Yeah, I guess if the spinner's heavy enough, then you won't really have the issue, right? It's more for the lighter weighted lures that the swivel can like mess with the action. Oh, I don't know if I just had a bite or if I just hit a rock, but that was a tug. Even though I don't have weight on this, it seems to be sinking pretty fast. And so what I'm doing, just to kind of give you an idea, is I'm throwing it all the way down there, and I'm just working all the way back up this wall and seeing if I can catch something on this wall. Because like I said, that's where I've been catching them. Really just started doing this live stuff a little bit ago because for a while I was doing like making the video and then editing it, and then I realized that I kind of hated doing that. So I'm trying to get back heavy into the YouTube thing and like doing the live streaming, but of course I decided to do this now that the weather's getting cold and the sun's going down at 5 o'clock. Yeah, it's got some weight to it. I think I might still prefer to use like a 1/4 ounce jig head or something because I'm in the river and the current's kind of strong right now. But I mean, it's doing enough. I didn't have enough time to stop at the bait store today because, like I said, the sun going down really makes it rough to do these after work trips. Seen a guy in a video today doing this, and he was just kind of like trying to work the tube like a crawfish. So we're just doing a concept. I think it was that dude Mark Zona or something. So this is the lure that I got. Let me adjust this. I got a tube. And then this is a Zebco medium light, the Zebco Roam. It's like I think it's 6.5 feet. It's nice and sensitive. It's got a nice, it's got a firm base, but the tip is sensitive, which I almost always prefer. The only time I want a stiff tip is if I'm using a really heavy lure. And even then, I mean, I really like to feel the bottom as much as possible. Let's see if I can go out a little far. Richie said, hey, how you doing? Yeah, it's a light medium. And I usually do, if I'm in the river, I usually do use a medium heavy, but it's like a light medium heavy because it's rated up to like 1 ounce, I think, which is still kind of light. This is only rated up to 5/16, I think. Let's see. 5/8. This is rated up to 5/8 of an ounce. So, but when I'm in the river, because of the possibility of what you might catch, I'll typically use a medium heavy. But the lures I'm using right now are kind of light, and it would be kind of annoying casing it. So, the brand of the rod is a Zebco. It's an old one too. I got it from a friend of mine. And the 1 ounce rod that I have is a bait caster. It's like that Bass Pro Shops 20 special. I have a few rods from that 20 special line, and they're good. Daiwa's really good too. Yeah. I have a few Daiwa reels. I have a ultralight rod that's rated for like 2 pounds or something. And it's like a Daiwa Shock Edge, I think it's called. I got from Walmart for like $30. And that thing kicks ass. I've caught like 2 pound bass on that small rod and like 2 pound line. Or 4 pound line. I usually don't go to 2. It gets me a little nervous, but thought I had it light, just got snagged. It's weird because it got like sucked in, but I think it's what the river does. The river gets me like that all the time. I'm probably gonna lose this. Oh, did I get that? Nah, I think I lost that too. I think I'm not found easily. I think this braid, I think I gotta replace this line. Alright, let's go tie on another lure. Gotta get over here away from the wind. I think there was another guy fishing over here too when I was walking up. Yeah, I see him. I think. So what it actually was I lined the reel with 10-pound braid, but I had a 4-pound leader that was probably the size of the rod. But I was actually using like a mouse tail to catch like small bluegill. And huge, not huge, but like for what I was going for, the bass was probably like this big and fat. And it was like jumping out of the water like crazy. And on that small rod and that small like 500 series reel, it was peel and drag like crazy. I think I might do things a little differently today while I'm here, because my expectations are low. So I might just try out some stuff I don't usually try. So like I have these things that I've given only a small chance before, but I've seen the way this moves in the water, and it actually moves really nice. So I might just toss this out there and just see what happens. yeah, I got this rod I probably have like 20 fishing rods, and I would say almost half of them were just given to me by someone. I had a friend give me a Penn 9-foot surf rod. I looked up the combo online with the rod and reel. It was like $250, and he just gave it to me. My grandfather was a really big fisherman, so he's given me multiple rods. He gave me a rod that it was like a medium heavy with a nice sensitive tip, and I caught my first striper and my first carp on that rod. Realize of those things. I hope so. There's walleye here, but they're just up more that way towards the dam. And that spot is it's not high tide right now, so it's shallow over there, and it's just mud. You'd have to cast out really far. It's like a high, I'd need like a drop net if I caught something like decent size. It's always packed over there. There's always people fishing there. So it's kind of why I like to go here, because I'm kind of away from them. But it's still close where I feel like you get like a residual, like fish coming, traveling to and from. I can't stand fishing in packed spots where other people fishing. I'll just turn around and go home. I don't have any rich friends, but he had a rich boss who bought like this crazy surf setup, I had a whole bucket. He gave me the Penn rod and reel, and then a bucket full of like 4-ounce pyramid sinkers and like knives and gloves and swivels and all kinds of stuff. Just gave it to me because his boss like spent $500 on tackle to go fishing one day and then never go fishing again. Couldn't imagine being able to live like that. I think the water's starting to come up a little bit, which is a good thing. Yeah, alright, so this is what I got. I think I'm going to kind of let it just drag on the bottom, even though it's kind of snaggy over here. The water temp isn't freezing right now. Like I won't consider this cold water yet, but I know when it does get colder like this, it's better to do a slower presentation and, kind of fish deep. It's getting colder. I wouldn't say it's cold water yet, in my opinion. But trying to get the rod in the shot too. Yeah, usually when it's high tide, all of this is underwater, and I have to fish up there on that platform. So usually all of this is covered. And I've caught a lot of fish here. Like earlier when I was talking to someone else about how I caught a smallmouth on a jerkbait. The fish was probably right there at the platform. Try from the bottom, but like cover like 5 inches above. Okay. Oh, that was a bite. As soon as you said driving the bottom, I'm snagged. Oh, got it. As soon as you said drive on the bottom and stay a little high. Gosh, that's snagged again. That was a bite though, I think the first one. Shit. Crap. Driving, yeah. Got it. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Lightweight, baby. Hold on. I'm gonna check my knot before I send this back out. The first knock, the first hit really felt like a bite, but get snagged right afterwards. I mean, I could be wrong. I have to start wearing a hat in these videos. My hair got me looking like an idiot with this wind. Yeah, as soon as you said that, and I started doing what you said, and instantly, I'm pretty sure that first one was a hit. Even though I got snagged like right after, I think that was a hit. Sometimes I do get fooled though, like when I'm fishing the river with like sensitive gear, which I like to do a lot. The river like pulls it, and sometimes it almost feels like the equivalent of like getting sucked in by like a fish mouth. All right, I'll be here. I'll be here for a little bit. So, you from Serbia? Oh, nice, nice. You do a lot of fishing over there? I got some. I got a log. Nice, nice. What kind of fish do you fish for over there? Like, is there like a main trophy fish that's like common to target over there? Check this bad boy out. You can catch nothing like this. Oh shit, broke. Yeah, my son likes fishing. Nice. Yeah, I really just started fishing heavy like this. Like the beginning last year. Growing up, I did a lot of like just bait fishing for catfish. But last year, I don't know, something out of nowhere, I was like, I feel like fishing would be awesome to do. And then now it's just all I do. So I would think there'd be something on the ridge of this wall. I'm surprised I'm not getting anything. I'm trying to get the rod in the camera too, so you guys can like see if I get a bite. But I'll go this way, maybe. Maybe it's because you guys are too close. That's better. At least now you can see the rod. I want you guys to see if I get a hit, but I want to be able to see what you guys are saying. Could also surf right on top, but it's the water levels are super low. The surf on top of the fish will feel the vibrations and you can see the wave. Yeah, and what's nice is this has those kind of like paddle legs that do that on top of the water too. Oh man. Got another snag. That's the thing with this spot, it's so snaggy. I probably just lost that too. But I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do next. Yeah, I knew this was going to happen when I came to this spot. So I'm not going to let it get to me. Usually when I get snagged like this, I start throwing things, breaking stuff, but I'm just letting it rock. I got these nice, I'm pretty sure I brought them. I got these nice like 5-inch battle bugs that I'm actually going to do what you were just saying. And go on top of the water. Yes, I do. I don't know if you can see it. Big bites. 5-inch. And then I'm going, some of these things gotta move. Like, I got some of these spinners. I actually just use these for like these Black Fury spinners. Some of these things gotta move though, like this. Could do a drop shot rig too, but I don't think I want to. This chick. I don't need something this big, bro. Debating. Don't reel in with snagged little crate like this. Gotcha. I'm gonna use this one. It's so weird you find these brands. Struck the hook. So like I got a Gamakatsu 3-odd, and then I think this is a 3-odd, but I don't think it's Gamakatsu, and so it's just slightly different in size. I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that the numbers are really kind of dictated. Like every company has their own size chart. Yeah, I know the line twisting is a bitch. I deal with that a lot with the small spinners like the Rooster Tails. I have that issue a lot with Rooster Tails, but I think that was happening to me because at the time I kind of didn't know what I was doing, and I would throw these like 1/8 ounce Rooster Tails and retrieve them against the current on the creek, which is just a horrible idea for those really small weighted jig heads, but. Oh shit, I got one with a hook in it already. Whatever, already tied the knot. Don't feel like tying another. Oh, that not that good. So this is... Yo, I'm getting pretty good at this. Definitely not 100%, but getting a lot better. It's not. I know that isn't perfect. I mean, it kind of is actually when it lays like that. And I'm gonna get a little crazy and just leave it on top of the water. What's my favorite brand for like lures, like soft plastics and stuff? Um, if that's what you're talking about. I like the Gary Yamamoto for like the wacky worms. Although I've also gotten some, I caught a black bullhead catfish once on a Texas rigged Strike King soft plastic like worm. Strike King has good results too. For soft plastics, I'm kind of like whatever. Like I think all of them have their purpose. This big bite stuff is good. That's what this is. It's like a big bite. Damn, this water's coming up fast. Holy shit. I can't even, oh my God. This water just came up. I'm not even kidding. This water must have come up 4 feet just while I walked away to tie this. Let me see if I can get. Okay, so I can still kind of get on here. Let me lower this. With bigger rods, when you're on the river, put on some paddle tails, basically go against the current, or will basically make it slow. You know what's funny is at this spot on this river, I was fishing a salt assassin, I think it's called, paddle tail, with like a half-ounce jig head, fishing for like bass and walleye, and I caught a channel catfish on a paddle tail. A friend of mine caught a channel cat on jerkbait before, actually. Yeah, so I'm just kind of riding the top of the water right now. Even though I don't know if there's I feel like if there was something here, I would have caught it with those other lures, but I don't know. There's definitely signs of life over here. I can see movement. And typically I use these like battle bugs. I kind of usually prefer to use these when there's more vegetation around, because I feel like that looks more realistic to the fish. Like throwing this at just these random pockets of water, I feel like it's unlikely. Because when you see these kind of creatures, these creature baits, they're usually around vegetation. But whatever. Like I said, I'm just trying whatever right now, so when you cast it, reel it slowly so it looks like an actual fish is trying to go against the current. So, gotcha. Yeah, I'm still kind of new to this lure thing. Like, like I said, last year was the first real year that I started like hardcore fishing. And growing up, the fishing I did was just bait. I never ever did lures growing up because I didn't understand them. But now I'm hooked, and now I do them all the time. The only thing with this rod is this second piece, I don't know if it's just because it's old, kind of doesn't sit well in the pocket, like in the spot here. It gets loose easily. It could just be because it's old. I'll tighten that drag a little bit too. You do any saltwater fishing? You go out in the ocean at all? Or are you just a freshwater fisherman? I was just out on the ocean a few weeks ago catching some black sea bass. What time is it? 4:27? got my tripods in the water already. I have to move it now. Can't believe how fast this curve's coming in. How you doing? Let's see if I can set this up. It's really rocky here, so it's hard to get a good spot. There you go. So if you're doing the river with the paddle tail thing, I just said reel it in very slowly, so it looks like the fish is slowly. Yeah. I saw your message. I'm not doing the paddle tail right now. I'm still doing that battle bug, but I actually ran out of jig heads to put on the paddle tail right now, so I can't even toss one out. And what's crazy is that I would have loved to do that right now if I had one. I'm just kind of switching up my technique right now with this battle bug and just seeing if I can get lucky. Dude, this tide is coming up so fast that the spot I was at a couple minutes ago, I've lost 10 feet within 10 minutes. I wouldn't fish until the sun goes down. So, yeah, it's insane how this river. This is the Schuylkill River. It's like this. The Delaware is even worse because the Schuylkill is like runoff of the Delaware. The Delaware is so strong, and the tide, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of a different technique. I'm kind of letting it sink to the bottom. Seeing if I can try to imitate like a dying fish, like going up and then coming down. But like I said, I feel like this is more of like a vegetation area bait, so yeah, the water level's it's gonna come quick, dude. And this whole spot here, like all of this, is usually underwater. When it's high tide, I would have to be up on that platform. I caught a muskie here before on a shiner. I wasn't able to land it because I didn't have a big enough net, and I was up on the platform. There was no way to land it, but I was reeling in a shiner, and as I was reeling it in, I saw the muskie like come out of nowhere and like bam, take that John. Fought it for a couple minutes, had a weak rod, like a trout rod or something. I had a friend with me. We were both looking at it like, this is crazy, because muskie around here muskie is insane to catch. And that was in February. I mean, they're like a cold water fish, so I guess it kind of makes sense for them. But yeah, that drama is nuts. Yeah, them things are crazy. You gotta watch for the teeth. I usually have long nose pliers with me when I'm fishing for them. But that's the only one I've ever had. But I usually have the long nose pliers, and I have like a pretty big net. I have to find a better net for my kayak that's like kind of in that middle range, because I have like a nice bass net here, but it won't work. This is the net that I had when I had the muskie, and it won't work for a muskie. It's just too small. But then the big net that I have is so big that like on a kayak is overkill. It's only good if I'm like setting up somewhere on the bank or something. So I have to find a better net for my kayak. I've been looking into all kinds of accessories actually for the kayak. I've been trying to find like a raised seat to try to get my to try to get a little more comfortable. I think there's like a whole kit I have to buy for it. Eventually I want to get like a stern mount for the, what the hell is it called? The trolling motor. This padding sucks. Part of me is debating on swapping out again to something else. I don't know, maybe I'll toss a jerkbait or a crankbait out. The water level is getting higher around here now, so I might have a little more water depth to like work with. Might toss a jerkbait out there, dude. Thinking about it. Really thinking about it. Might use that jerkbait that I caught that smallmouth on a little bit ago. I think that's the play. This giant ain't getting nothing. Nathaniel. Nope. I think I'm gonna do it, dude. I'm gonna do a jerkbait or a crankbait. I don't know, maybe the jerk. Maybe the jerk. I hate bluegill. Yeah, bluegill will attack anything. It's crazy. They don't care what the size your lure is, or I've had bluegill go for like wacky worms. I've had bluegill go for like big spinners. I mean, I don't get it. Yeah, I think I might toss this thing out there. This is what I call that smallmouth on. This shit can be so annoying sometimes. So annoying sometimes. Yeah, right? Oh, what, this one? I've had this lure for years. And like I said, the only thing I've caught on it was that smallmouth bass. Not to keep talking about it, but that was the only thing I've caught on this. But This thing is great. I have a bunch of jerk baits. I have some with a bigger lip than this one, so that I can get a little deeper sometimes. Let me get another sip of water. Alright, dude, let's see if we can make something happen. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta message someone. Okay. So I got the jerk bait and the Zebco rod. Water level's getting a little deeper now, so I think I might be able to get a little more aggressive with the baits that I'm using. This spot is very annoying to fish though. Oh, I love using jerk baits because the potential for a fisher to catch is crazy. I walk away from the phone a little bit. I'm gonna try to get you guys a better angle. Oh man, this thing was I love to catch on this rope bait. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love jerk baits. Yeah, it's deeper now that the water's coming up. It's a lot deeper now. And this thing moves so nicely in the water. This is one of those lures that I'm going to be really depressed when the time comes that it gets snagged or something. I know I can find it again. It's a Rapala. I know it's a Rapala. Still. I could probably find it. But it's got nostalgia now because I caught my first smallmouth on it. I almost want to retire it after that. This is also good for walleye too. From what the guys at the bait store tell me in this area, they say jerk baits are good for walleye. I gotta time it right at this spot because I gotta figure out right where the wall of rocks is so I can stop and just bring it up. They're here. There's something here right now. Just don't know what it is, but there's something here. Hands are getting a little cold. Should have dressed warmer. I don't know why I dress like this. I'm wearing like a t-shirt under here and like thin socks. Don't catch a cold. I'm willing to catch anything right now. I think I'm hitting bottom right now too with this jerk bait. All year I'll be fishing in the dead of winter like a cutoff, and I'll just be like this. Why am I so cold? That's so cold. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. True. Huge shot in the dark fishing over here. Launch your kiss, so at least 20, 30 dollars. Hold on. I'm gonna try to hit the other side of the bridge with this cast. Oh, I almost hit the bridge. I could probably hit the bridge from here. There's gotta be something over there. There's gotta be something. I'm not catching anything right now, man. I'm not getting bites or nothing. But I had no expectations coming here anyway. Yeah. Right? Usually have good luck here too. Last time I was here, I caught a nice catfish. That was on night crawlers, just like simple worms and a bobber. And I really thought, I didn't have high expectations, but I was hoping for something. I think I messed it up. The hooks. Oh, here we go. Let's try this bridge again. Although I think there's a tree right in line where I cast it. What happened? We're going over here, see if I get anything different. Yeah, I thought I would have had more luck on this bridge side over here. I'm not getting nothing. surprised the sun's still out. It's about to be 5. I thought he said it was going down to like 4:50. I guess it's on the way. Probably just spend a couple more minutes. Get out of here. Dude, there's flies and stuff jumping all over the water right now. I thought these drones were dead by now. Oh, I definitely just got a hit. It felt like it did. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Trust me, I want it more than anyone. What is going on? This spot's highly pressured too. There's always people fishing here. There's always people here. It's dawn though. I think the bite would speed up. Rising tide. Or dusk, I mean. Dusk, rising tide. People be getting ready to eat before they go to bed. cast. We gotta be somewhere at 6. Probably about an hour drive. See if we can get a Hail Mary on this cast. Alright, I think that's it for me tonight. Let's toss out a lot of baits out there, some soft plastics, the jerk bait, the Ned rig, there's that battle bug. I've really tried to switch it up, but yeah. I've been working the shore the whole time. It's gotten really high. That's what I've been trying to do is so close to shore. That's where all my catches are over here. They're close to the bank. So could just not be here right now. I gotta call it. I got like an hour drive to go somewhere. Fish will probably full for me. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go. But thanks for watching. Appreciate all the interactions and stuff. So I'm hoping to be back sometime later this week, maybe like Saturday. So thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you all get out there soon.